What's going on, everybody? It's the Crypto Wonder from the Crypto Wonder podcast. And listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you that take the time out to listen to my episodes. It's well received and appreciated. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to every one of my listeners. Okay? And for giving me that good energy, you're going to get that energy right back. Right back to you. Right back. Like a boomerang. Let's get right into it, man. Look, I just can't stop talking about Hex and Pulse. Can I ask y'all a question? Like, I can't stop. Excuse the noise in the background. I'm outdoors. I just can't stop talking about it. Like, I look at people in my regular life, normal. I'm like, y'all should know about it. And every time I get a chance, people, let me tell you, I'm talking about crypto, and not just crypto. I'm talking about Hex, and I'm talking about PulseChain. Like, and with excitement, with enthusiasm, right? I work for a living, so even after a hard day's work, long where I'm exhausted, at the end of the day, if it's gonna come through my mind. The whole Hex goes through my mind. I'm gonna pass on to you. Hey, you know about crypto? Like yesterday, for example, right? I struck a conversation real, real quick. Asked this guy's, yo, what you know about crypto? Straight like that, just like that, man. Just that's it. That's how I'm walking. Listen, the opportunity was there. I don't listen. One other thing. Look, I'm from New York, and I don't play that. I don't play that nonsense. Like, you're not gonna run up on me, and I don't do that to people like that. So it was like the time came up. It was appropriate for it, and it was a natural interaction. Boom, boom, boom. You know about Hex? No, I didn't say that. I said, yo, you know about crypto? What's your thoughts about that? He said, oh, yeah. And you know how the times are changing? I wasn't hearing yeah before. People used to not know anything about it. But hey, listen, now's a new day. So he goes, yeah. Yeah, man, I got that Shiba. I got that. Oh, man. Come on. But hey, listen. Like, that was me, my human side. I was like, yo, dump that trap. That was the first thing. I'm like, nah, that's not crypto, son. That ain't crypto. That's not crypto. But hey, he's trying. He was like, yeah, I got that Shiba. It's down today and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, did you make your money? Because that's all it's good for, really. Like, well, look, everyone wants to make money, but I'm thinking, that's a serious pump and dump. Shiba's a pump and dump, and all those other meme, RFI, blah, 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 tokens, contract, pump and dumps. So, yeah, man. And then, so I started breaking down Hex. He was like, oh, but it didn't, like, you could tell, too, like, he was hearing what I was saying. I kept it real simple. First CD on a blockchain, CDs like in banks, I did my 1-2, because my interaction must have been maybe 3 minutes, because I had to move. I move fast. I'm like, yo, I'm out here, man. So I don't have time to be like, hobnobbing with just any random. But like I said, the opportunity came. It was natural. The interaction, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So yeah, so Hex, boom. He's like, oh, Hex, and then come to find out, what was crazy was, this is a person, he was like, yo, I remember you telling me about that. I was like, what? I'm like, I don't know you. He was like, yo, I remember you told me it was Hex.com. And I was like, wow. He was like, yeah, I gotta get a MetaMask, and then get my Ethereum. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I just process information a certain way. And he said, I gotta get my Ethereum. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, that's one way you can do it to, but you gotta know, like with Ethereum, it's expensive right now, you know, especially the transaction fees. Those gas fees are crazy. He was like, yeah, I know, that's why. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I said, oh, okay. Okay. And then we parted ways. I mean, it was, but I've onboarded people. But the thing, what I'm trying to say though, in such a long, roundabout way, I can't stop talking about Hex and Pulse. I can't do it. I just can't. Look, man, I can't stop talking about it. That's it. That's it. Can you? When you're in Hex, everybody who's been in Hex, who's been hexed with the T shares, everyone who's already been, they can't stop talking. They can't, and I understand it. Because now I can't stop doing it. Hex should become the real pandemic. Like, what are people talking about? They talk about all this other crazy stuff. And I'm like, yo, you need to get familiar with Hex. Get familiar with Pulse. Like, this is crazy what's going on over here. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I wake up and I'm like, yo, Hex. And I go to sleep and I'm like, yo, Hex. I might be lying to you as I'm talking right now. Could be contradicting myself. That's a personal situation. All I'm saying is, this thing, you know why I talk about Hex for real? You know why I talk about Hex? You know why I make blogs about Hex? Because there's nothing else in the world like it. Not only that, because there could be, anomalies and outliers that exist. You could have unicorn situations out here that don't need to be talked about. But not Hex. Why? Because it's brought life-changing benefits, rewards, money, anything you want to call it related to any type of financial prosperity and stability and goodwill, health, everything. Are you not going to talk about it? Come on, man. Even if you think about it, you know what Hex has done? You know what Hex has actually added for me? Yo, I got a pep in my step right now, man. Yeah, I got an extra pep in my step. For real. Yo, it's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, seriously, like, yeah. Why? Because you have something that's all around good to look forward to. Yeah, you have to deal with, a sacrifice in a sense where you have to learn how to develop some type of internal self-discipline, like real discipline, determination, and focus to develop yourself, to build you, to engender a certain type of like characteristics or personality trait. It's like a deprogramming, if you will, in a way where now it's time for me to take care of myself. You understand? Not like I wasn't taking care of myself, but I mean in the sense where if I want to engage in activities that I've always wanted to do that I had to put off, I don't have to do that anymore. I can really focus on the things that matter to me. If I eat too much cake, which I love, I love my carrot cake. My red velvet game is crazy. It's crazy. You ever had red carrot and red velvet? Crazy. Love it. Now I could just deal with like decreasing that intake because I got my own, things I got to deal with. I don't have to focus on that, using that as comfort food when I'm stressed out because I'm financially in a pickle. You understand? And I'm not saying like I'm like, you know, that it's just because now, because I put something forth in Hex and soon to be Pulse, as far as getting these copies, more opportunities to put something forth towards the future for my children, for my future self and my children and their children and their children, future generations. It frees up a little bit more time, valuable in essence, to do what matters to me. That's why I can't help but talk about this thing right here. I could go, listen, you think this, you see how this recording is taking place? I can have this long monologue, whatever you want to call. I could talk about this thing for hours, just like this, straight like that, and compare it to every aspect of life. Seriously, without skipping a beat. Without skipping a beat. I did nothing else has done that. Not no damn Bitcoin. I'm grateful for Bitcoin. It introduced me to crypto, but Bitcoin doesn't do what Hex does. Sorry. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And PulseChain, oh my goodness, let me tell you, this is like another type of situation where it's like I call it a unicorn situation. This is a once in a, listen here. There's like this tsunami of anticipation coming to hit PulseChain, and PulseChain will be ready, willing, and able to match that energy and then some. That's what makes it like I just can't stop talking about this thing right here, man. Can you imagine? You got people, well, it was maybe 3 weeks ago. I was listening to the voice chat in PulseChain. And a gentleman, one of the developers, he mentioned how there's like almost 400 validators, like people testing, doing that thug thizzle on the thing, doing node testing, whatever. I'm not good with the technical verbiage. That's not my thing. I respect it though. But 300 on deck testing. You know there's supposed to be 33 validators when PulseChain comes out. You have 395 ready, willing, and able to get this all testing before the thing is. Mainnet didn't even launch yet. I told y'all about the bonding curve. That thing's up to 445x. Something ridiculous compared to the first 5 days of sacrifice. My goodness, the developers that are just waiting to introduce whatever stuff they got going on onto Pulse, separate from Ethereum, and all the Ethereum people, communities out there that are ready to create their own front ends, UIs, whatever you want to call it, you know, to continue their works onto Pulse, getting a free airdrop. Yo, hello, I don't think y'all listen, man. Listen. You can't fault me for wanting to talk about Hex every day, all day. You can't fault me for wanting to talk about Pulse every day, all day. And if you do, it's okay. I understand. Because maybe if I didn't know what I know and I saw somebody like me talking, I would either A, think he's crazy, 2, probably want to be interested in what he's saying, or 3, just be possibly aloof or dismissive and just ignore. Hey, but if you picked one, the right one, and as far as what I'm telling you, which is the middle one, being interested in what I'm saying, then you putting yourself in a good position. You're putting yourself in a good position, because all I do is talk. I'm trying to share information, just like information was shared. There is a wide array of information regarding Hex, regarding Pulse right now on the internet, on social media, on YouTube. regarding Hex. Richard Hart, just go check him out. Go check Richard Hart. You don't have to check me out. Go check him out if you're interested. Go check him out if you're interested. This ain't, listen, man. Listen right here. I'm telling you, when you understand, when that light bulb goes ding in your head, when that light bulb turns on and you really understand what Hex is, like as best as you can, because it's very complex. There's certain nuances about Hex I still haven't figured out yet, but many people have. Brilliant minds. Brilliant. Okay? Brilliant. I'm not talking about no regular schmegular. People. Regular people. But brilliant. Know about this. And then you got folks like me that talk a lot when I feel like it. And I listen. Listen, man. I'm telling you, man, this is the real stimulus, man. This is a perpetual state of stimulus. Great stimulus, too. Great long term. You could pass it down from generation to generation. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's been happening. And this is only the beginning. Do you not understand? This is the calm before the perfect storm of blessings. Okay? PulseChain? Woo. Man, words escape me. And how excited I am. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. See how I'm talking? It's for real, too. I don't have time to be playing out here. My kids are looking at me like, my wife looking at me like, but they're going to understand. They're going to understand very soon. Very, very soon. Because we all hooked up. We all plugged into the Hex matrix or whatever you want to call it. We plugged in Pulse, all that. Because like I said, I take care of mine. And I'm trying to look out for y'all, especially the ones who don't know. The ones who know, bravo. It's all the way up from here. Take care, everybody. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Be well.